my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I broke in the system, had to breach it. That's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Green Bay Packers. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Off the play fake, Love. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Packers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
Play action this time with Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, it's Jones. Dances by him. And some space here. Sheds off the tackle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
On second and goal, Love. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. Play fake. Here's Love. Dance into it, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is now a one-point game.
Packers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On play action, love to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, Love. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Jones. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Love looking to throw it. And it's complete to Adams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A little football. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Love. This is 3rd and goal. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking deep for Adams. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ramirez. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play there for the Raiders.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. They're going to run for it with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive,
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And now once again, the Raiders are going to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Taken from about the 12.
So Packers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Love's throw complete there to Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Love, they go play action now. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Love now to pass on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. That is caught by Rodgers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Love. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken from about the 12 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now left side on the swing pass. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Love. And that's complete to Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. Gets past one man. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Love looking to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coach...
And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? The Raiders again will come to the line and go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down, Love to pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ramirez. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a first down, but the tackle comes in bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. On 2nd and 10, Love. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
This one swung out here to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short game that doesn't get on the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.